that moment of the news getting out of Kobe Bryant's helicopter crash, one of those moments that just kind of unites all of us, where we just say, wow, this is how fragile life is. And of course, the question for many people is, how safe is helicopter travel? If a superstar and 8 other innocent victims can perish this way, as I've told you, Blade, Uber, a lot of companies are expanding, and I'm a regular. I'm on a helicopter once or twice, sometimes a week. And of course, my family's deeply concerned. Thought it would be good. I saw an article in USA Today over the weekend by Shawn Coyle. He is an experienced helicopter pilot and an expert witness on crashes like this. So, first of all, Mr. Coyle, thank you very much for joining us here on the Mike Gallagher Show. We appreciate your time.
Thank you very much. It's nice to be here.
Yeah, under difficult circumstances, unfortunately, or a difficult story. Let me start with what I said when you were on hold about people wondering about the safety of helicopter travel.
Actually, helicopters are pretty safe when you consider the number of takeoffs and landings that they do, far more than fixed-wing airplanes, and have a much better safety record when you look at it that way. I wouldn't be concerned if I was going to be taking a helicopter for safety.
Tell me, based on what we know so far, if you have any theories or an emerging theory about what happened with Kobe Bryant's helicopter.
Oh, it would be. I wouldn't conjecture now because I don't know enough of the facts. What I was just told about a 4,000 foot per minute descent just before the accident really does throw a lot of things into question. It's a very safe. The S-76 that he was on it's a very safe machine. It has as much redundancy as the Boeing 737.
Right.
And would be flown by a very experienced professional, I would hope. So before I would make any guess, I would need a whole lot more info.
Sure, I understand. But I do want to speak to the redundancy of this Sikorsky helicopter, because there are a lot of people saying online over the weekend helicopters don't have any redundancy like regular airplanes do or jets do. That's not true in this case.
Oh, no. It's got 2 engines, 2 hydraulic systems, it duplicated everything.
Wow.
It's used in the Gulf regularly without any issues. It's been around for a long time, and it's really quite a marvelous machine.
Right. Now, there are reports that this pilot was instrument rated, but then I saw another kind of a lengthy article in New York Magazine that it points out that a lot of helicopter pilots don't want to make that conversion from instrument rated to or from visual to instrument, because you're then you're kind of at the whims of the air traffic controllers. You might have to be delayed. It's a little bit of an arduous process. Does that make any sense? Does that ring true to you at all, sir?
Oh yes, it does. The problem is the rules for visual flight for helicopters allow you to fly in almost in worse weather than instrument rules do. And so the people who need to use the machine will use whichever rules work best for them. It's not an easy subject.
Yeah, very difficult subject, and we do very much appreciate you sharing with us a little bit of your expertise on such short notice. Thank you. Shawn Coyle, who wrote a piece, USA Today, over the weekend that talked a little bit about this awful crash